New Smyrna! We're here in the late models fixed as the #1 car starting up in 4th, and this is my first ever race on the brand new pedals. If you missed my little live stream that I was able to do, I have brand new pedals finally. The Thrustmaster TLCMs, same ones that Nick uses and several other people in his Discord that we've talked about. And I'm liking them a lot so far. It's definitely going to take me a bit to get used to, I think. But I also running the little live stream testing out stuff yesterday.
Pit road is closed.
Was getting up to speed with them okay, I think. I've got them to where they're feeling pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. I think they're going to be super, super awesome. And the best part is I can hold it full throttle without it blinking at the top of the green bar here. So that's really cool. So I just jumped in here, quick race. I don't know what it is about running the late models when I get new equipment with my new motherboard and my new pedals.
Alright, man, we're going green next time, bye.
But hopefully we can be okay, and hopefully we can get used to these. Super, super easy to set these things up. Almost just plug and play. Like, calibration took no time at all. It was very, very awesome. Very impressed with that. And hopefully it doesn't take us too long to get back up to where we were in speed. Hopefully, no time. I think it's definitely going to improve us overall, long term especially.
Alright, man.
And on the road courses, they're going to be really good.
Green flag,
the low cell brake. But we got 50 laps here. I'm stuck on the outside.
You got one inside.
Let's see if we can work our way around the
Clear
4
low,
car. He was
clear
being
low.
really patient there.
Cute.
I'm just going to be working around the bottom, trying to be patient. Got the 7 here, who was being very aggressive, getting in line.
You're in 3rd place.
The night lighting in this car is awful, and yet they continue to schedule tracks during the night, which is unfortunate. We are car #1, as we usually are in this series, especially racing at a weird time. We'll see if we can pull away from the 4 car. He was being very patient on the start, but he might be quicker than us. They were running in the 18.7s. I could not get that quick. I could only run 18.8s. But if we were just nice and smooth on the bottom, not overdriving it, I think we'll be okay. We're going to have lap traffic as well. 50 laps here seems like a long race. Longer than normal. 2 cars nearly wrecking from the lead, self-spinning out of the corner, so that's interesting. Overdriving it a bit. I am a little worried because this brake, I've made it a lot softer than what it comes as, but it's still a bit stiffer than my G29 pedals were, so I'm worried I'm not going to brake hard enough for the corners and tend to overdrive it. But we'll see. Hopefully I get used to it. I should.
Alright, man, we got one stop
I'm not
up ahead.
super worried.
Slow car down low.
Slow car down low. No, don't see them. Looks like they got going. This is going to be a cluster.
You got one inside.
That is the 4 car.
All clear, all clear.
I thought he was behind. No, that's the 3 car. Looked like the same color. 4 car is still behind us.
Go low.
Got traffic in the wall. 1 in front of the leader. These 2 have not really pulled away from us, so if there's something that happens, we could
Go high. Inside. Go low. All clear, all clear.
Like
outside.
that.
Next car is the leader.
something that happens that we could take advantage of.
A lot of dodge getting going on.
Well, the lap car just wrecked in front of the leader and took both of them out, and now we are in the lead. So that's something.
Slow car down low.
Okay. Now let's just not overdrive it. And can we pull away from everybody else? We're gonna have probably a little bit of damage. Who knows? 1.2 behind us.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Just focused on not overdriving middle of the corner. Hopefully none of those Those two guys in front of us that wrecked are gonna be mad at me. I really couldn't go anywhere. Once I got in the side of that guy, I had to just kind of drive through him. Otherwise, I would have been wrecked. Kind of just finished him off when he was spinning.
Slow car ahead. Got one stopped up high. We have a slow car up high. Go low.
Okay. Lap cars are being very scary. This is a single split, I think. 1.1 back behind us to the 5. I think we can pull away. We'll see. We have to watch out for our own lap traffic. Man, this interior lighting for the car is really bad. It's really bad. Let's not put it in the wall either. I think the 7 might have been the car that we spun when they slammed into each other ahead of us, so hopefully we catch up to him. He doesn't think we wrecked him. We had no really part in causing any of that. I don't know if we're going to catch up to him anyway. We're just being really slow on the bottom. Just try and keep it nice and smooth. We're pulling away from the guy behind us. He's probably overdriving. I feel like we're slowing down too much through the middle, but I don't know. It's working. It's working okay. And they're pretty stacked up behind us still, which if they start racing, that could drag them back even further from us. We've just gotten super lucky, is all that was. Well, it looks like they may have wrecked behind us, behind the second place guy. They're a second back from him now. And we're about 2 seconds ahead of second. I have to keep watching out for slow cars up high. Another big gaggle of cars here.
Slow car up high. That car is a lap down.
13, I think, is just letting people by, and that's why we're getting a slow call. He's running the top, I think. I don't know, but I am getting scared, getting closer to these guys. Hopefully they're spread out enough we can just get by them without too much issue. Got over 2 seconds behind us now. Looking good.
Outside.
13 gets up and out of the way.
You're
Thank
clear
you.
high. Clear high.
He's doing a good job of that. Hopefully this guy...
All right, man,
well, this
that
is the
car is
4
flat
car now.
now.
I thought it was the 7 in front of us. He must have been involved in that wreck with the leaders. With how patient he was at the start, I don't expect him to give me too much problem. I don't know, though. We're just being smooth. Almost 2.5 seconds back now to second place. I really don't know where this guy's going to be.
Outside. You're clear high.
Lets us
Clear
go.
high.
Thank you. That was not bad at all. He seems to be pretty good knows what he's doing.
All right, we're halfway to the
We're
50.
halfway.
All right, man, that car is a lap down.
But yeah, really looking forward to having these new pedals. So much better than the G29s. Looking forward to the K5 Championship, running them. I did two 20-lap runs in the live stream yesterday in the ARCA car, and felt good. And my tire wear seems like I can still save really well, or well enough at least. My first run, I just didn't care what line. I was just doing fast laps around the top. But my second run, I tried to save, and I was like 89, 90 after 20 laps, which I think is pretty good. Because I was worried that with the stiffer brake pedal, I'd be overdriving corners too much.
Car on the bottom.
Not braking enough. Okay. That was the 7 car.
That car is a lap down.
But I was really encouraged with the stuff I saw running the ARCA car yesterday at that live stream. I don't know if I'll ever do another live stream. Just kind of I got the pedals, and I was gonna do some practice at random tracks anyway, so I figured might as well
We have 20 laps to go at the line.
record it or stream it, have people come hang out. I didn't announce it or anything, but people still showed up, which that was cool. I ran some practice laps at Martinsville and Stafford, Watkins Glen, Daytona Road.
Got one outside.
There's a couple more.
Stay low.
I can't recall. This guy needs to back out of it.
Stay low.
Just don't wreck me.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Daytona Road, Chicagoland with the ARCA car. I tried a dirt track that really didn't need to use the pedals for. I hopped in the dirt 410 at Eldora, which was pretty useless to test. But holding the throttle wide open is the main issue my last pedals had, so that was good, I guess. Did some laps with the Tour Mod at Gateway, which I've thought about running, but that track's just a little too big. And I'm trying to get stuff recorded before I go out of town this weekend. I might have time to record one when I get back Sunday. We will see. Before the K5 race. But yeah, really happy with the pedals. Big thank you to everybody for watching the channel and supporting me. It's the huge explosion of views that the World of Outlaws videos has gotten is what led me to getting these pedals. I had a great October, about 4 times bigger than my normal months, and that gave me some extra that I could invest into the channel, which is awesome. And hopefully these pedals will last me many years, unlike the G29. G27s I had for like 10 years, and they worked fine, and they always worked fine, the pedals at least. The wheel eventually went out, but the G29 pedals I've had for like 2 years, a year and a half, and it's getting to where the throttle just doesn't work. I mean, they're bad. But I do not regret this purchase at all, and people I've talked to that have these say they are the best for the price. Much better. I know those Fanatec's are really good, and then Hoekskenveld or whatever, how you say that was probably awful, but all those are super pricey, and I cannot afford a setup like that. Plus, I don't have a rig or anything. I just have the pedals on the floor under my desk, which is the best I can do right now. I don't have room for a rig or the money to have one or anything like that. That's a dream. Maybe eventually I'll get something like that in 10 years or so, but I'm making this work how it is, and this is how I've done it the previous 10 years.
This time by.
So I am not too worried about getting anything super fancy. And you don't need anything super fancy to be able to race and run and have fun. That's all I'm really worried about. Coming down to the end of the season and the end of the year. It's been a great year. It's been a great season also. Season 4 of this year. You know, at the end of Season 3, I was having really bad luck. I had fallen beneath 4,000 iRating. Not that I care, but I was up over 4,500. That just shows you how bad I'd been getting finishes-wise. And this season has certainly turned it around. I was hoping it would. I assumed it would because it always comes in cycles. You get stretches of bad runs, and then you can turn it around and have stretches of really good runs where you outperform yourself.
Car stops down low. That car is a lap down.
Which is what we've been doing. That guy self-spun. We've been having a great run of races. And I've been having a ton of fun running them. Taking a little bit of a break from the NASCAR stuff for a week or two while the off-season starts. We'll get back into it probably next week, I imagine. Thought about running the B cars at Dover and at Chicagoland last week, but figured I'd just take a break from it. Season just ended, and I mean, those combos aren't super exciting to me. I want to take a break from the trucks for a while. Those last few truck races were just wearing down on me. But obviously, still going to run the ARCA car, as always. That is the best car, one of the best cars on iRacing. Very, very, very fun. I'm going to be very sad when this season of the K5 Championship is over. I'm excited for the next couple seasons running the GT4 car and beyond, but I don't want the longer races in the ARCA car to end. They're just so much fun being able to have tire strategy and cautions and everything like that. It's been such a blast.
That car is a lap down. Alright, man, 2 to go.
Also, the Legends series has been very fun. That Wednesday night slot I set up at the beginning of the season. Been one of the best decisions I've made. That is such a fun car. Those races have been really fun. I haven't performed as well in several of those races that I've wanted to or been able to. But that's okay, that's part of racing. I just made mistakes and self-spun and wrecked Nick. And had bad strategy at Atlanta. And we've run this several times as well, the Open Series, and we've won several of them. So very happy about that. We got really lucky in this one.
You won.
I think in the new motherboard race at Bullring we won. So I don't know what it is about me getting new equipment, hopping in this car, and then winning. So that's a good way to start off the new pedals. First official race with them. And I will take it. Park here on Victory Lane.
The race is over.
Hopefully not get run over by this guy. Car doesn't even look damaged. How about that? Well, that's about as good as it possibly could have been. Finished with a 5-second lead. Let's take a look at the issues everyone had. 18.81 was probably my best lap I'd ever done. The leaders had qualified with like 18.77. I couldn't get into the 7s for the little practice I did. Let us take a look at what's happened out there. 3 car, well, it kind of turns down and hits the 6. I don't think the 6 did anything wrong there, and a bunch of people flipping over from that. Reese's car, just nowhere to go. He's hard into the outside wall. 15, nowhere to go. This is the 5 car. He's going to get the wall and exit. That's a little bit of net code. Oh, 15 self-spins in front of the 3. The 3 just drives full force into it. 10 car trying to stay out of the way, gets loose on the top side. Doesn't wreck anybody though. And then the 15 in front of the leaders. In front of the leaders a lap down, just, I don't know what he's doing, drives onto the apron and then self-spins out of the corner, and the 2 car's got nowhere to go, and then the 7 just drives into the side of him. And then I try to slow down, but they bounce it off the wall. That destroys the 2 car. Thankfully, we stayed ahead of the 4 car, because if he had gotten to our inside, that would have made it a little bit tougher. He might have been able to pass us. So I saw this happening. I tried to slow down. I tried to go to the gap. Just nowhere to go, and then we send the guy into the inside, and then I make everyone check up for me while I'm trying to get back going, and we keep the lead. 4 car has a really bad corner there. 15 self-spinning again. He had a rough one. 10 car self-spinning again. I want to see what happened to the 4 car, because he was in second. I guess we'll see right here. He just drove into the weird wall opening at the front stretch of New Smyrna. You know, the 8 just runs him over. That's unfortunate. The 8 just wiped him out there. 4 was a little bit high, but there wasn't room for a car underneath him. "13 drags the wall. And he's down here. Nothing. 11 into the wall hard. This is a fun track. It's tough. It's kind of like USA, but shorter. And the corners are a little bit longer. And that was it. Just those couple big wrecks, and then we luckily sneak through it somehow. But great introduction to the pedals. Looking forward to the future with them. Think they're going to lead us to some really good racing, and maybe we'll even be better with them than we were with the G29s. Can't be any worse, and that's a great way to start. 5 car got 0 incidents, 9 car got 0 incidents, 14 got 0 incidents, I don't know, and the 11. So not many people with 0 incidents out there, but decent race. I'll take it, of course, and looking forward to more.